Man, what's the dealio, y'all? You already know what it is. It's Tuesday, all right? So first things first, I'm a man of my word, and I said if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna do live trading tomorrow, which is on Wednesday. So tomorrow I will be going live no later than 6:20 a.m. Pacific and 9:20 a.m. Eastern. All right. So if you want to trade with us in the Discord, this is gonna be your opportunity tomorrow morning. All right. So that's the first thing I want to say. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you guys tuning in, tapping in consistently because this channel would be nothing without all of you guys. All right. So today was another green day for me. All right, in the market, but more than it being green, I want to go over some rules of thumb. Right. I want to help you understand how to adjust in the stock market. All right. So yesterday I went over my watch list. All right. I went over Shopify, Adobe, Airbnb, and Robinhood and Apple. All right. Now today, a lot of those plays are in the green, in the red right now. All right. I didn't enter yet. I wanted to see how the stocks closed today off the daily time frame, right? But here's the thing. You got to be adjustable. All right. So for example, I said, I'm gonna show you guys Adobe. Let's go over Adobe real quick. All right. So this is Adobe. So yesterday I said we were on a inverted head and shoulders, right? So I said if it breaks above here, 463.97, we go into 474, right? All right. So it came down here today and then it shot up. I did not get in yet. If it closes above here, then I will get in, right? So here's what happens. Also Shopify. I said if it closes above here on the daily, if it closes above 128.48, anytime this week I'm gonna get in and we go into 137, right? So those are two plays that I talked about. Now, you got to understand, you got to be adjustable. So here's what happens with Wall Street and the stock market. A lot of times you can have your chart, your levels charted out and everything. The stock might drop into a different range for 1 to 2 days and then it might take off, right? Because we have been sitting near all-time highs with like Meta, Palantir, and Palantir is still up, but who else? We've been sitting around all-time highs for a minute. So if that's the case, we need to understand that whenever stocks are high and overextended, they're going to have a pullback and they're going to come down. But that does not mean that you can't make money with these plays. All right. So being adjustable, right? My watch list was 4 calls today, but I had some puts in my back pocket, right? Now, let me show you one of the plays that we did in the chat today. It was Robinhood. Now, what did I say? I said we had a gap right here, right? I said we had a gap right here, okay, from earnings. Now, look what happened. Look what happened on the gap. Look what happened. So, Robinhood opened here. It did not test resistance at all. It just came straight down. And then it was just down on the day, right? It came down to support, but it broke support. And then now it started to fill the gap. So we got in the Discord. I got in like right here. I got in like right here. All right. And then I ended up getting out right there. But I initially was saying, hey, maybe we're going to go straight here, right? And then break through. But no, I said we're going to come down. We might test support. And then if we bounce off, we're coming back up. If we break through down to the downside, we're going down, right? I said the same thing for Airbnb, right? I said if we break above this level or this level right here, then we go into the upside. If we break below this level right here, right, then we're coming to the downside and we're going to fill that gap, okay? So you have to understand that you have to be open to making money in both directions. No matter whether the stock is up or it's down, it's going up, it's going down, You need to be able to know how to make money in the market no matter what. All right. Next thing I'm gonna say is do not have a bias. And that's what I mean about making money in both directions. Do not have a bias. Don't be like, oh, the market gonna be green tomorrow, because you never know. You also never know if the market is gonna be red tomorrow, right? You may know if a stock is gonna be red tomorrow based on, let's just say you see a bearish engulfing, then you know that most likely the stock market gonna be down tomorrow, right? But you don't want to have a bias of up or down because you just never know. Right now, the SPY is at 0% on the day, so it's flat, right? Look, right here, the SPY is at 0%. It's gone up and down, but it's at 0%, right? So the market right now is flat as a whole, even though that there is movement going up and down, right? So you got to understand, you want to be flexible and also understand that the trend is your friend. Whatever the direction or the trend of a stock is, that is your friend. Don't go against it. All right? Do not go against it. The next thing I'm going to say is, this is some real game right here. The first day of the week when I'm trading, I go light in my position sizes because I want to ensure a green profitable day the first day of the week. And then the last day of the week, I go light as well because I don't want to give any profits back, right? So the middle of the week is usually where I make a bulk of my money from trading because I'm going light on Mondays because you don't know what's going to happen on the first trading day of the week, right? So you want to go light, fill it out, and then once you understand where the support and the resistance is at and what the stock is doing, then you could go heavier on your Tuesday, your Wednesday, and your Thursday. In our case this week, it's only Wednesday and Thursday that you go heavy, and then Friday you could go a little bit lighter, right? But you want to understand that you have to be nimble, you have to be adjustable, all right? If you had a plan of a stock going up and then it goes down, as long as you got your levels charted, you should be able to trade that stock. As long as you're comfortable with it and stuff like that, right? You don't want to be like, oh, the stock is going up. I thought it was going to go down. I can't do anything. No, you need to chart your levels for the upside and the downside. So every day I have levels charted out for the upside and I have levels charted out for the downside, right? So just in case, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it looks like we're going to go up. But in the case we don't, here are the downside levels. That's why I always have support and resistance charted out every single day, because I want to be prepared to make money no matter what direction that the stock is going in or the stock market is going in. All right? So go light on Mondays, fill out the market, and then on Fridays go light as well so you don't give profits back to the market. And in the middle of the week is where you make the bulk of your money because you now have the new week support and resistance levels already solidified, right? You may think that a stock is going to retest all-time highs and then the first day of the week it might drop. And also understand that the stock market has to have red days for it to balance out. The stock market ain't just going to keep going up, 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 up. It has to have pullbacks, have to have red days, right? That's why it could be so confusing to people. But when you understand the levels, you could be able to change your life. You could change your life when you understand your levels. When you understand support and you understand resistance, you could change your life. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to go over that, right? Don't have a bias. You need to be adjustable. Be willing to make money in both directions no matter what. Go light on Mondays, all right? Lighter on Fridays so you're not giving profits back to the market. Middle of the week is where I go heavier in my positions because I understand the support and the resistance of that week. And understand that red days are literally just a setup for when the stocks recover, right? Because if you look at the stocks, let's go look real quick, right? When you look on a daily time frame, look what happens. Whenever we have a pullback, so right here is at 576, look what happened. Boom. This was a pullback. Boom, right? So let's look at, so this was a pullback. It shot up, right? This was another pullback right here. Shot up. This was a pullback right here, right? Shot up. Okay? So I want you to understand the power and the importance of a pullback. Just because there's a red day and you had your plays leveled out, there might be a buying opportunity for you, honestly, rather than, oh, the world is over, right? So also know that when you keep your losses smaller than your wins, you always gonna be green. You are always gonna be profitable. All right, you always gonna be profitable. So make sure you keep your losses low, you size properly in relevance to your account size, all right, and be adjustable and be nimble in the market. These things can make you money. They can save you from losing a lot of money. Like, please hear what I'm saying. It's more than just being able to post a screenshot. It is a way of thinking, all right? So that's what I got for you guys today. Tomorrow morning at 6:20, 9:20 a.m. Eastern or 6:20 Pacific, we're going to be live trading right here on YouTube, and I'm going to be having this screen recording me as I'm in a Discord trading. All right. So be sure to be there on time. We're gonna go over a couple things, some rules of engagement, and then we're gonna get to it. All right. So always remember, get out of your head and get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.